Which
On the world map, that thing goes. It does make a little bend, but it goes up. Here it points down at the end, which is weird. Anyway, it's in hot deets with your boy, Big Dummy.
Hopefully we can go see an angel.
Hopefully,
yeah, about
wouldn't that
about
just
this
be a
very
fucking
injured man.
wouldn't that just be a heckin' treat? Okay, I need to open this. Need to open. There we go. Kresk. I want that open. All right. Y'all are marching down the road with an unconscious man in your back pocket. You got knocked out because a big old goopy thing decided to give him the big squeeze.
And it also got into all our heads to tell us to be like, let this happen.
Yep. He sure did. There we go. Now I can open this. Oh, what that? Oh, my screen. There we go. And so I decided to go over to Kresk because apparently there's people there who can help you. Angels.
Also, I'm leaving the old man handcuffed in case he wakes up.
That's one way to do it.
Hey, if he wakes up and fireballs us, I'm not having it.
Eventually, your little cart-pulled journey takes you to the base of the large mountain that has been off to your north for a while now. The road splits off and heads up north. You can see the large 20-foot high wall of stone at the top of the hill going up at least 300 feet, so it's up there. That's a defended location. The road's swirling up. It's even got buttresses. But, and a big old gatehouse.
Uterus.
Standing at the base, all the fog that forms on the top of the mountain rolls down, so it's extra thick around here. And a delightful sign points towards it, calling it Kresk and the Abbey. No name given.
Alright. Well, before we meet up with this potential angel, is there anything like you want to convey when we meet up? You know, when you make me the face again. Like what to Cruxus and
Oh,
Delilah.
well.
When we meet with Angel and you inevitably make me the face again, what do we want to talk about?
If you don't want to be the face, don't make your character's charisma based.
Well, it's not that I don't want to. It just you know, it's very often where you
Because you
show.
keep making the talkers. I've only had one talker, which was Talon.
So
I
yeah,
can
is
do
there?
negotiations relatively well, but I don't know how forthcoming an angel is going to be with a, you know,
Well,
half-dead
yeah,
abomination carrying a corpse into their building.
I'm
Depends on the god.
just wondering how we should go about bringing about this dying man.
Well, it'll really matter again which god they go for. If they're the wrong god, then we might have some trouble.
Ooh, I'm kind of intrigued to see what happens if they're the wrong guy.
You
And yeah,
won't have long to worry about it.
all right, of course we go up
What
to the wall.
the heck? So, is there an animal of burden, a beast of burden pulling this cart? Just remind me.
I think so.
There
Yeah,
was.
Yeah,
at least
it's
a
like a
horse.
Because otherwise this would be kind of backbreaking to take care of.
Worry, Delilah can handle it.
Oh, lovely. There are parapets at
Delilah's
the
like
top.
super buff, right?
No,
Delilah has none of the stamina needed to pull a cart any distance, no matter their strength. Pulling something is not just strength, it's also your ability to keep that strength flowing, baby.
So would that be strength and con?
Essentially. That's the idea.
Strength to start, con to keep going.
God damn it, I just fucking hope I get an answer for like, oh, we forgot to send you that fucking... I'm really pissed off about that. the guy literally called me to be like, "Hey, we got a meeting next week at this time," and I'm like, "Okay, I will send you a letter and where it is." And I'm like, "Why didn't you just tell me on the phone?" You
It is
dingy.
Too
weird.
easy.
Uh. Anyway, going up this long, windy path, which might not look like much from our perspective, but is easily a good distance, especially upwards.
Yeah, it's hills.
The air begins to cool. The wall, at first this distant object, becomes this looming structure that stands over you. You can peer down to see an ocean of trees and their many branches, not always decked in leaves, and the road smothered in fog, as if you pulled yourself from an icy hell. In front of you stand a large door, which additionally also has a massive portcullis in front of it. Carved into the
Close.
arch above the doors is Krisk, the name of this place. There's some people standing on top who are like looking down at you. 4 of them.
Ahoy, travelers! Need assistance?
Also, slightly pilgrims.
Are you asking them if you need assistance? Because that's kind of the implication I got from that.
Well, no, we need assistance inside Kresk.
Yeah,
Assistance is required.
like gesture to the heavily injured man in the car.
Hmm. They give you a few good once-overs. Crucius, if you don't have your wings out, how...
Oh, they're out.
Okay, that complicates matters. The people on top of the wall yell down at you that you do best to turn around. Especially your kind. And they point down, and it takes a moment, but they're pointing at Crucius.
Wow, it's not me.
Every game we play, someone's racist to me.
Why do you have your
Every
wings
time we
out?
come to Barovia,
Why do you have your wings out right now?
they come out when I go through effort of going up hills.
So it's like a boner.
It's like
Specific.
flexing.
Yeah, sure.
Why are you denying this lady entrance?
For her own safety, seems to be the answer.
Can you explain it? We have presumably business inside.
Yeah, we have an injured man who seeks help and assistance.
They would like to know why you think this place has any particular assistance to offer.
I mean, it was a town nearby, so we were hoping, but we also heard rumor of an angel.
They scrum up, and they have this little like huddle up conversation, and then they respond back to you, yelling because there's really no other way to communicate down from this distance. Of like being 20 feet apart on top of a
Yeah.
wall. Well, not. You'll be mighty disappointed. The Abbey has had a change of management.
Can I come up there and talk to you about it?
They really would prefer not to.
Could we inquire as to who the new management is?
You're mighty inquisitive and persistent about this.
Yes,
Can
we
we-
are.
Can we find a tavern?
And Abbey.
Kresk has no taverns or inns.
It's essentially a church, Bella.
It's no. The large section in the front is a proper town that grew adjacent to the church. Like you're not even at the Abbey.
It's Kresk and Abbey.
To be specific, I think it's the Abbey of Saint Markovia.
Maybe an inn to rest our little feet.
There are no inns or taverns. I just told you that. As in, the people on the wall just told you that. Bella, they're not going to build you one overnight.
That's just bad hospitality.
Whatever happened to shape stoning a house together?
Alright,
So
is there
who's
any...
in charge? Because, yeah, I was hoping to talk to the church.
Those wings are
Try-
fake, by the way.
What?
What?
Those wings, they're,
Crucius says.
they're illusionary. It really scares off, the local evil denizens. Makes them, back away like, ugh, scary.
You know, at this point, they just kind of they huddle up again, and one of them does one of those gestures you make when someone's insane, and they just decide to open the door for you. The gates are
Crucius
pulled
shrugs.
open with large winches, and the gate 2 is raised.
Nailed it.
Crucius shrugs, the wings disappearing. And we go in.
Hop,
Okay.
hop, hop, hop.
Time to look around.
You enter into the town, which is quite an interesting setup of sorts. The vast majority of this village consists out of trees and shrubberies that have been grown all around. There are many small gardens besides the houses that dot this place, but it honestly looks more like a village built into a forest than a village built inside of walls on top of a hill.
Oh, this is quaint.
Yeah, it has a very highfalutin, high fashion kind of feel to it. You know, all this wildlife around and all that. There's a squirrel.
Shaska perks up.
Oh, Shaska. Shaska's gone.
Anyway, the vast majority of houses here are single-story pine cottages with stone chimneys and thatched roofs. Due to the cold, the vast majority of animals have these nice warm pens and coops. But they can graze. Most crops here are the hardy sort.
Well,
So-
let's go look around. There has to be some means of business here, or else.
If you want to reach up to the abbey, the road there is pretty obvious.
There's like signs and stuff.
Well, I was kind of hoping we'd find like a general store and we could ask the person there since there's no taverns. Or hell, even a smith. You know, someone who has more of an finger to the
Yeah.
pulse, as it were.
Look for a place of business.
I'm actually going to look at something here.
No, there is no business.
Yeah,
there are no people.
well,
Literally just rooms.
I
The
mean,
homes are empty. Good.
what you joke about it, technically speaking, the core module features no shops. The village is just one section, one point of interest, which is a little underselling.
Oh.
Be the worst place to live ever.
Is this just old people? Is this where people go to retire?
We're in Florida.
Run!
The people who are of mixed age, and there are plenty of kids. Don't worry about that. If you're peeking through a window, your worries will be answered.
Okay, I was just kind of imagining that those four guys are the only guys in town.
However, there probably is like a place where they perform the financial transactions, because most people seem to grow their own food and stuff. It's like we don't need money most of the time, so there's one place where the money happens, and that's apparently the building you're right next to, because that makes sense, means travelers don't have to go all the way.
Kind of like
It's-
a farmer's market.
A trader's post is a better term for it.
Yeah.
Let's call it the Wobbly Axe. There you go.
Well, let's go into the Wobbly Axe.
The person running the Wobbly Axe is, well, he might have been a lumberjack back in the day, because he's got that big beard, arms like logs, and a chiseled face. He seems to be busy polishing up a fine set of axes, oiling them up for use.
Ooh.
Hello, sir.
Hello? How may I help you?
Well, we're new in town, and we were hoping to learn a little about the area, if you could tell us.
Don't need to tell a man the obvious. Well, what do you want to know about the area?
That's fair.
Want to know about the old lock trades? Yeah, one of those adventure types looking for a little log cabin to clear out.
I mean, if there's a log cabin with enough of a thing to fight, maybe.
Oh, ha. Well, that's...
So,
Hmm? Well, I could tell you a lot about the place. At all. Been a long, very long. Helps clear out some of the houses even. So, what you want?
anything recent? The men at the wall were talking about a change in management.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't really talk about it. Bad news. Like, bad news. You could take a look yourself. I don't know if you like the answer, though.
A lot of laughing for bad news. Just up at the Abbey then?
Mm-hmm. Let's just say that, the good, got replaced by the bad, eh?
Well, half of our job is fixing that.
Lots
Hopefully
of,
we can do some...
what do you call them? Mutants? Flesh warps? I think I wizard once, just like that. They ain't pretty.
Those things are often in pain. I suppose we should have to put those down.
Oh, some of them are like lobsters. So big! And he holds out his arms. Bigger than that, even.
An old lobster, I see.
And some are like big slugmen. Some wrapped in rags. And some are wolves and men.
Well, that's concerning.
Mm-hmm. Don't know what
Don't
happened to the old abbot,
suppose...
though. Might be anywhere.
Wait, what happened to the abbot?
Haven't seen him in months. Maybe even years. Not many seasons up high.
That is true. Things are usually pretty stable here. But I suppose we'll have to go take a look at this bad news. That's never a good way to enter town. Well, guess we'll go take care of this.
Just a little, go get him.
And out I go.
You leave the shop.
They say much?
Apparently mutants or whatever those are. Monsters in the Abbey.
Ah, well,
That's significantly different to an angel.
They said they haven't seen the abbot, who I'm assuming is the angel.
Listen, my X-Men crossover is going to be great.
Look, remember there was that one time that Nightcrawler was the Pope.
We've all been the Pope once or twice. He's not special.
It's actually the dumbest possible plot for an X-Men comic. Like, goddamn.
Nice.
They turned him into the Pope so they could convince everyone that the Pope was a demon. So they could force everybody to join a certain cult religion for some reason. It was really weird. Anyways, to the abbot. We must save them.
Oh yeah.
Charge!
Well, I mean, I'm assuming we're taking a proper pace.
Oh, it's gonna be a pain to get up there anyway. You've been climbing several hundred feet by now. The abbey
Our
itself
ears
is
know that.
700 feet off the ground, so it's quite a while later by the time we reach the top. Oof.
Yeah, our ears popped by the time we were up there. It's like, ah.
Is the cart with you? Also, you're starting to...
No doubt.
Actually, what
I
else?
figured we would leave the cart in town.
With the dying man on it,
What? Better than coming with us?
I guess.
We're fighting
I mean-
things.
Alright, we'll just leave the handcuffed man in the cart in the town.
That can't possibly go wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna put some numbers into a machinotron.
Beep
Bleep
boop
boop,
boop.
bleep boop, bleep bloop.
Hey Bella, I heard of a thing that Superboy Prime once did where he made the loudest noise he could. That was 5,000 decibels loud, right?
Shit. Yeah. Oh wait.
Okay. The entire mass energy of the universe is 1,000 decibels.
Uh,
At 5,000 decibels, he would actually just annihilate the universe.
Well, to be fair, decibels is like a logarithmic scale that goes up way faster than you think it does.
Yeah, and
Doubles
that's
per
kind of the
3.
thing is, yeah, it's like doubles. It's 10 times as loud. Usually every 10, roughly, but logarithms.
Anyway,
Like,
you're now at an altitude where snow becomes like you're not above the snow line, but you're high enough that there's snow most of the year.
patchy snow.
Heck yeah. And the abbey has a big wall around it. You see no exterior windows. Well, maybe a few, unlike like a building off to the east. Like this structure over here specifically had some windows.
that
But
may
other
not
than that,
be.
it's just a large imposing structure that occupies a bunch of space. Making your way up,
Oh,
you will eventually find the gatehouse.
also, for some reason, my token is hurt.
We'll fix it.
Like,
Probably
alright.
leftovers from the battle we had. Wait, is there a map? Because it's all black for me.
I can see.
Refresh.
X-Men, X-Men. Da, da, da.
And now I just
It's
hear
not
the
there,
X-Men
the
theme
least
song, which
again.
has no words and is amazing.
Also, if you were down 1 hero point, don't forget to give yourself.
Oh yeah.
one.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, that one.
Why did they pick the one instrument and just keep it going the whole way through?
It was actually synthesized. The story behind it is actually that the X-Men one was the initial idea for the Power Rangers theme song, and it wasn't picked up, and so he cranked out the Power Rangers theme song overnight and sold the X-Men one to Fox. Both of them were
Anyway,
done entirely with synthesized music. Also, I can see now.
Am I still wounded, or should I get rid of that?
you probably got healed, dude. You got someone with lay on hands.
Yeah, I can lay on hands on all of us on the way here.
Okay.
Like they
Yeah,
only
I'm
like
good.
I think it's like no, at this point, yeah, it's like 18 per use. So
And it's every 10 minutes. Well, 20, because I have to spend 10 minutes to recover it.
probably during rest they're just like refocusing and hitting everyone with the good heals.
Yeah.
Anyway, kids, you make your way to the top. I'm pretty sure that at this point, at least one of you is like a little whew.
It's probably Delilah.
Actually, Delilah does have the 10 con. But hey,
What's your con, Bella?
a normal person would still be kind of tired being at this point, you know.
Bella and I are matched on con.
Puppo, on the other hand, is just like, I'm a little Puppo. I'm fine.
Pubbo does not know what tired is.
Puppo has a +3. Puppo has a +3.
He's got plenty of pep.
Pep and Pup. Point is, you're at the top of this. You're at the top of this fine road that stands before you. Meaning that you can now see the gatehouse that leads into the abbey. Presumably, you hope it does. Otherwise, you have to walk even more. And at this point, it's getting a little silly how far this place is from anywhere. Up ahead, you see the large... So, the gatehouse is a fancy term. The rock wall is also a very loose term. It's one of those walls where they put like a bunch of rocks atop of each other and then mud it up to give it some solidity. The gatehouse is definitely made out of lay bricks and does have this nice archway to it. Looks a little out of place with the fencing. And also has this huge set of iron gates that lock it up. Behind it is just some dude who's like leaning on the wall, apparently keeping watch.
Do they look friendly? Like,
Judging by how aggressively they look at their nails, look as uninterested as possible. Who knows?
Oh. just gonna slowly walk around the corner, just be like, hello?
They raise an eyebrow. And who are you?
Uh, we are travelers looking for a place to. This is Nappy, right? To check in on the gods and our prayers.
Gosh, that is the limpest excuse I've ever heard of. I'm pretty sure a person with an actual limp could not make a limper excuse. Um, well, gods ain't around no more, so you ain't got no business.
Ah, Crucius, they say the god's not around anymore. How do you feel about that?
I do not feel happy about this.
Emmy's in the new management. No free visitors. So unless you got business or someone to vouch for you, you ain't coming through.
This is where it gets difficult. I'm just, I'm just gonna look over to Delilah. Do I say we work with Strahd or we're not with Strahd?
I don't think we should bring that up unless we have to.
Alright, well. Alright. We're just gonna make our way in and everything's gonna be peachy.
Okay. So you're just gonna walk into through the gate?
I'm telling you that we're gonna go in and everything's gonna be peachy.
No, 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 no. People don't come in unless they got permission. You hear me? You got no reason to be here. You don't come in here.
Alright, we have permission.
From whomst?
Well, it's written right here. I pull out one of the notes I have in my pocket and just look it over. I don't show it to him. I just look it over. It's like it's written on this paper.
What's written on it?
It's written permission for us to go in and do our business.
Wait,
Our
who the hell would sign a note like that? Let me see. And they kind of walk up to the gate and I'll get it. Like, let me see what's on that.
I'm gonna grapple him. I'm just gonna grab hold.
So everyone sees. I'm just gonna say that everyone can definitely tell that Martha is like got that look of I'm gonna grab him. So does anyone have any counter notifications to make to this before we enter the legal phase of the copyright process?
No, not that. I already know all about that process. I'm a lawyer. I'm gonna try to stop this. That's why I step closer and just look at him very firmly. Say, I believe that the gods have business coming back.
That's the cutest thing I've heard in a while.
Put the note away.
They pull their arm back, grumbling at you. Yeah.
And I'm gonna step forward,
Mm-hmm.
slightly pushing Martha aside.
Yoink.
I would suggest you step aside before things get ugly. I'm gonna do the whole wings out intimidation thing.
You can't intimidate someone who's behind an iron gate and fortifications by just being like, I'm scary. You have to demonstrate some capacity to which this defense does not, in fact, keep them safe.
Ah, yeah, there's a gate.
Like, you're standing in front of a fortified location where presumably they have friends. Like, you need something that's actually threatening to them.
Okay, I honestly had forgotten about the gate. I got distracted for a second.
Yeah, there's a door in the way. It's invisible, but there's like a little door icon to remind you at all times.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that one back since I forgot about the gate.
I too forgot about the gate, but
Well, unless you want to freeze your dang toes off, don't stick around.
that's fair. I guess we should go back to town. And then I don't know, March. Do, 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 do.
Dang, I didn't mean to put those there. I was trying to read what it does.
I want this gate to be gold. Pshing. That's no practical purpose, but it sure happens. I was looking at
How
some.
how high are these walls?
How high are these walls? Is a fantastic question that I will give you an answer to in a momento. It's not that tall, like 8 feet. You could probably just hold your hands up and drag yourself over it. Like, cobbled together walls like this can't be too tall before they start to fall apart a bit.
All right.
Let's go over.
Well, not right next to the entrance. No. Kinda,
Yeah, a little out of sight.
yeah, we're making our way back to town. I'm loudly crunching on the snow as I walk. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Personally, I like to imagine that you're like lifting your feet up way higher than you have to do so. Just like actually
Yeah.
stomping like a child, like, yeah, I got him.
Bruce just looks up. I could just fly.
We could.
Flying
just
over the gate
find-
and getting isolated with multiple potential dudes is what we
Oh,
like
no,
to call a
that's why she's not
baller
doing
move.
it.
Yeah, I mean you can. All
Alright.
right. Well, if you want to peek over the wall, that's something you can easily do with all your friends around to help you. I'll let you peek around the gate and see what's yonder.
Yeah.
Here's a vision token. Oh, that doesn't work.
Let me
Oh, no.
move my piece down so I can be there to help.
I thought I had this. Okay, everyone is an owner. It should have vision. Vision has vision.
There you go.
For some reason, oh, it has like limited vision. Excuse me. Yeah. Wait, it's shift. There we go. So yeah, you peek over the gate and you see all that. Ugh, let me just listen. That's gonna annoy the shit out of me. There we go. You peek over the gate and this is what you see.
Do we see anyone, or is it empty?
You can click the token and see it with your own eyes.
Well, yeah. So it just turned out to be like a graveyard.
Yeah, you see like a large structure, several trees. There's some graves right next to where you are. Best you can tell, there seems to be no one. If you go like a little further down south, like you sidle along the wall a bit and then you climb over, you might be able to make it to the other side without even getting seen.
Like, isn't this the hill though? Like, would it be like dangerous to walk across it?
Considering how this wall is constructed, it only makes sense that there's like a little sticking out part to make sure that you can fix the wall properly from both sides.
All right.
I'm sure we all have rope.
Yeah, I actually have a climbing bolt to assist us. So, well, if you'd like to fly, you can carry Shaska over while we use the climbing bolt.
That takes me time to recover.
Gosh, everyone here is trained with acrobatics, so I'm not even gonna make you roll for balance. It's not that hard.
Yeah, I took my skill feat as
For some reason,
training.
the acrobat class has returned and invested itself in all of you. You think that around here-ish, Martha, if you climb over the wall there, you'll be good.
Alright. We shall make our way.
However, if you go down way further, you can get a support. Like there, it's on those big buttresses. You could use those to have a wall on two sides and climb up a little easier.
Or points of contact.
Yes. Always maintain at least 3 points of contact. Don't overexert yourself too much. Anyway, climbing over the wall is easy enough with all your bucks around.
Alright, then, yeah.
Once on the other side, you see the magnificent structure. Oh. Listen,
that's
you
what I
can
mean.
literally just throw a grappling hook over this 8-foot wall. You don't need to shoot a bolt into the air.
Well, I don't have a grappling hook. I have a bolt.
You're on the other side, landing on the fresh snow. Not a lot of effort has been taken to clear the place. Even the large stone structure in front of you looks a bit sad and unloved.
I'm not gonna use it up. I'm gonna take back the bolt and pocket it. Yeah.
Gotcha. The large building in front of you even has several windows have just been shattered. They're gone. They're kaput.
Alright. So, to be very cautious, we're about to be breaking and entering into an abbey. You okay with this?
We are fixing the abbey.
Alright, cool, gotcha.
Yeah,
Gucci.
I'm pretty sure there's like loopholes regarding.
There are
abbeys and
many
stuff.
loopholes when it comes to doing things to help the abbey.
Martha,
Yeah, when it's been taken over by people.
you peek inside through yonder window yonderly.
Yeah, I'm
How
just peeking
yonders
around.
of you. Through this window, you see a large dining chamber. This floor is like 10 feet tall. It's one of those fancy, extra big floors in terms of height. There is a fireplace off to one side. Above the fireplace hangs this brilliant silver shield with a large dragon embossed upon it. Uh, there are there's just this massive pile of ash below. Like no one ever bothered to clean it out at some point. There are many chairs. Many of them have claw marks, have damage. There's in places slime and webbing. It Listen, imagine if you had a frat house and it was entirely composited of weird monster dudes. This is what you get.
Mm.
Additionally, you can roll me perception to see if you notice an unusual detail. Because it's kind of subtle. Okay, so off in this corner, you can see some roots poking through the ceiling.
Oh.
By the way, the glass you're in front of is so muddly and fogged that it's matted at this point. So you're kind of peeking in through some of the cracks and broken areas.
Now, how are we gonna break this window without alerting people? Just gonna just tap tap.
Well, you can see the little latch mechanism, but it would take some expertise in order to properly grab it without causing glass to break and noise to be made. Which would be thievery, to be specific.
I'm somewhat
Hopefully, I'm
experienced.
trained in that.
Yeah.
So, what? Dang it.
Would you like to re-roll that?
I would like to reroll.
You have 3 hero points. Please spend them.
Hecky. Oh wait, I thought 31 was it. But nope.
In the process of opening this thing, while you don't make any noise, you do cut yourself on the glass.
How?
You take a nice, big, unpleasant cut. Oh, you only take 1 damage. It's like a little nick on like the callus of your finger. So it's more like ow than it is bleed.
For stamina.
Yeah.
Or-
It's not going to actually hurt you in any fashion. You can just tough that out if you take a little time. Anyway, you open the window. It does nothing for the draft that's already there since the window's already broken in places. But hey, you can now enter without making too much noise. The window, by the way, is not that far off the ground. It's got like 2 feet. It's a nice, light letting in window.
Will
Sure.
not let me.
Oh yeah, because technically speaking, the window is still there for the map perspective here.
Also, Safi, I linked something I was showing that looks pretty cool.
Let's take a look. See, ah la la look see. Anyway, you can now move through the window. It's gone.
Meow. Gonna go in.
So for $20, I can use some. I mean, hey, that might be something for something like Ironclaw. You know, a system where.
Yeah, that looks pretty neat.
But I don't have $20, and I don't have a lot of time or energy right now. But hey, maybe if the stars fucking align and life doesn't suck dick anymore, maybe I'll put some effort into some spadazzle. Even though I personally am trying to move my philosophy away from maps and towards just running a good game. But that's me, not you. Let's point
I just
on
figured
here.
it'd be something you'd like to see.
Being inside does not help. There is this thick, caked smell of, let's just say, a mixture of not clean, old food, wet fur, acidy goo.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it's big stinky. Okay, let me just double check some other maps because there's another floor. The vines in the corner of the room wiggle a bit. There are 2 stairways here. Now that you're actually properly in the room, there's one that goes up, there's one that goes down, and there seems to be some doors over to the south.
Well,
The only thing nice in this room are some of the silver goblets, which have started to significantly tarnish, and the silver shield hanging over the fireplace. If you're looking for things to swipe,
Silver shield.
yes,
Be of interest.
with a dragon embossed upon it. The paint is chipped too much, though.
Might come and look back at that. But
I see a door.
let's go through the door.
I mean, there's also stairs going up and down.
What do you think? You know, door first, then stairs, or
I mean,
I mean,
the cellar is probably a wine cellar, judging by what you've heard. This place apparently used to make wine. So,
if we're looking for missing people, the bottom or top are probably the places to go. But
you've not seen something that looks like an obvious place you would hide a princess as a dragon. No.
mm, we'll probably start with.
The door in front of you, by the way, Bella, does not seem to be locked. It does have a latch, but it's not closed.
I will gently open it.
You just take a little quick peek. In front of you, you see a large courtyard. There are several areas where you can stable a variety of animals. Ugh, gosh,
Ah,
I need to look up exactly what those little off the side cubby holes are. Tethering posts. Yes, there's places to keep them. Oh, there's chicken sheds, like coops, places you can keep animals while they sleep. There's a big
okay, so
well. There's a little guardhouse off to the north. Here, let me give you a little bit of a
that's
better
the
peek.
exit.
Additionally, there appears to be a second elevation, second floor
Hmm?
that surrounds the courtyard. That's the dotted line. Is like where the upper floor
Ah,
is. It's kind of cozy. Looking at the ground, you see many kinds of tracks, from large slug tracks to paw prints to whatever that is. Well, you got your little glance. What next?
alright, we should probably clear this place first, and then leave. So I'm gonna latch the door to lock it from the inside if I can.
Okay, well, you can definitely just take the latch and go.
Yeah.
So, as a quick note, since you're standing there and you probably turn around, you can see that upstairs seems to be this glimmering moon-like light on the walls.
Hmm.
Let me see. It's not direct lights, but it is. Oh, cool. I love it when this happens. For some reason, conditions like to break on this system, and I don't know why. So it's like, oh, when you're hit by this, you're undefined. I don't know. I lost my notes. Thanks, game. Um, the light looks extremely bright. Like, if you were to go upstairs and look directly at it, it'd probably hurt your eyes a bit.
Something of interest will be up there.
Probably.
Alright, close quarters. I pull out my, well, not katana, but the thing that is modeled after a katana.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have this now.
What do you have now?
If you give me a moment, if you give me a goddamn moment, I can fix this. Current partner scene is Krez, Abbey Floor 2.
Oh, the ability
a
to
long
have
arrow.
multiple floors.
If you give me a moment, this should
Yeah.
work now.
I'm gonna click it and try.
Well, I was gonna say when.
No, I was just gonna say that it works. Maybe.
Okay.
I can't see it all, but it took me somewhere.
Oh, you
Probably
don't.
loading.
You need to. Yeah. Although I think this does funny things with certain types of tokens. It should work. Who knows? It works a lot better in maps. Anyway, you're supposed to click your token and then click the little thingamaboober. Yeah, it works for me.
It works now.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna set it up so
I
that
should
all
probably-
the players can navigate this, so that it makes it a bit easier for you to work with.
Yeah, it actually does work. Though
Oh,
I don't
wha-
have visibility on the
Yeah,
second floor.
that's a very specific reason I forgot to turn on dim lighting.
Going
there.
back down with everyone else though.
Yes. So anyone gonna do any careful scouting, or are you just walking up there, stomping your feet as you were with the snow?
Well, I'm taking, slow.
Taking
And
it
I'm gonna be-
slow.
For being careful, I will not be going first because I'm not the stealthy one.
Okay.
Okay, this thing is no particular visions. Okay. All right, you can roll me some sneak. Roll with that sneaky beaky.
I had to bring Shaska there too. 'Cause apparently, because I was selecting both of them. Weird things happened.
Be careful when selecting yourself when you have that thing. Can you roll me some stealth, please, Missy?
Yeah.
I need to know if you even get anywhere before things start jumping on you.
Da, 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 Dale. Ooh.
In that case, you go unnoticed for now. You manage to sneak your way up on the stairs, hiding behind the balustrade, which is covered in tarps. We'll call them drying laundry, but the smell, that's not clean. That's like, hey, I put some water on it. It's clean now. Argument kind of clean. Let's see. You're in the loft. Up high in this dashed area is where the belfry is. You know where the bell is, and there's like a big rope hanging down. In one corner of the room is a massive flower with many bulbous growths sticking in it that glow like moons. It has a large. It kind of looks like a mouth, like this big set of leaves that slap together. It seems to have consumed something that's lying on a bed, and much of the bed with it. Also in this room is a cupboard over here, and a large desk that seems to have some sort of corpse put right on top of it.
And probably whatever that is too.
That appears to be some sort of mummy. It's a humanoid figure with odd features held together almost entirely and exclusively by a set of bandages. Neither of them seem to have noticed you yet.
Alright.
Here.
So,
What do you do with this information? By the way, the creature that you see off in the corner, you're pretty sure that if those light bubbles like flare up like they sometimes do, there's a chance you might become blinded by it.
well,
It's
Well,
that
make-
kind of bright.
I'm gonna target that mummy as my
Martha, would you like to communicate to everyone else that you're initiating combat before you run into danger and they all have to take a moment to gather themselves first?
I'm not initiating. I'm focusing on him, and then I'm just gonna be like, so there's a body, an upright mummy body,
Mhm.
and a plant that that looks dangerous. That looks bitey.
It
and
definitely is animated. It seems to move around a lot.
definitely looks, creepy.
Is this thing intelligent in some way? Or just
I mean, I'm not quite familiar with how intelligent plants can be, but
Nature might help identify plants. If you're good with
Okay.
nature, you might know something about plants.
I am indeed good with nature, at least trained in it. So, not good enough.
That won't help you, no.
Alright, but there's also a mummy. I'm gonna try to take care of that. If anyone, there's also a body on the table. If anyone wants to poke that,
Probably later.
all right. And
yeah,
I'm
once
gonna
we're safe.
All right.
take it slow, like to approach the mummy.
All right. I gotcha. It's time. Whoa, whoops. Sorry there, Delilah. Like I said, you gotta be careful around that stupid staircase. Crucius is on it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Okay. Oh, whoa.
I'm not in the window. I'm over here.
Whoa. And combat mode.
Bat mode.
Is there? Oh, I forgot to put a door here. Excuse me. That will make this a little easier on the eyes. Are there any other doors I forgot to add before I look like a complete tool? No. Marvelous. Roll yourself some initiative. Martha, you may roll me stealth if you want to.
Yeah.
In fact, anyone here can roll me stealth if they want to roll that instead of their typical initiative.
Let me see what stealth.
That would be a huge drop for me.
Yeah, that would be a drop for me too.
Big
Ew.
increase for me.
Ooh, good rolls.
Yeah, but that thing rolled a 20, and the other guy rolled a 4. Oof.
The sad thing is, all my skills are like below my initiative, so there's no good flavor except for like acrobatics or thievery. But I don't know how thievery would
Poor
count.
Bella. I like that. An interesting yet weird detail about Pathfinder 2E is that over time it becomes preferential to use skills for initiative because your initiative does not. You can't make it go up yourself, and it goes up at its own terms, which is kind of funny, kind of a weird mechanical thing.
Like for me, my athletics would be a little bit better.
Yeah, that's what I mean. The large creature, it hasn't quite responded to your presence because again, you're technically initiating things. However, you do have to roll me against that large light that it shines around. So, can you please, roll me a DC 23 fort save?
All of us?
Cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha. No, I'm just talking. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm just talking about Martha because she's the one dashing out, walking straight into it. Martha, you're fine, and the mummy doesn't do anything because again, you're the one starting this shit.
Yeah.
So it's your turn.
Alright. Then I will. That is not equipped. I need to equip it because I'm smart. Blech. That's equipped. Gonna. Oh, click. Then I will hit him with the. Whoa.
Whoa. You hit him by just by 2, although I think he's flat-footed because he just jumped out of nowhere. So yes. Sweet Jesus. Well, you do 4 less damage because undead are generally evil. But other than that, you do 14 damage. I don't think he has any particular resistances. Yeah, nothing here applies. Swoosh! The great
Then
sword cleaves.
Then Shaska does a little bark, bark, bark. And follow up. No. She
Bark,
tried
bark.
her best.
Why does she have MAP2? You only attacked once.
Cause Martha attacked.
That wait. Let me just.
Yeah, it doesn't MIP, you know.
Just.
The penalty
Oh.
doesn't go for like, cause
Oh,
I
that's
selected MIP too.
okay. I don't want to understand. We'll move on.
Why'd you select MAP2? You only attacked once, Bella. It'd be MAP1.
I don't know. Maybe it refers to its MAP on the second attack, as in the attack is 2. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
Cause
Martha, you still
yeah.
have one action nonetheless. Oh yeah, no, you drew your weapon, ran over, hit him. Yeah.
Well, actually, no. I said I went upstairs with the katana greatsword out.
Okay, in that
Yeah,
case,
you
you have one
actually
action
did
left.
a
Would you
lot.
like to use it on anything?
I would. Let's go. Nope.
Well, it's flat-footed, so you hit.
Oh. And bam.
Again, 4 less damage, but still a solid and reliable hit. Sink, sink. The large plant in the corner begins to animate and move. How close are you to this large thing? I think you're close enough for a good old smacky dacky. It shifts and roils in place. And suddenly, one of its large roots lashes out at you.
Yeah.
With a snapping whoopsh.
Well, that definitely hits.
It begins to, oh wait, excuse me.
Ouchie.
Wait, why that only?
Yeah, that's
Oh.
gonna be 5 points. That's gonna be some points taken off there for my
You don't have a oh yeah, probably would be ready for this, yes.
Yep.
I think, let's see, is that the one with grab? It doesn't, oh no, it's the bite that has grab. Alright, it's good. It'll bite you next time.
So you take 8 less, Bella.
Okay, so I'll have 1 stamina. That's great. Also, the
Funky,
thing
funky.
calculate. So
Man,
my health 38.
the mummy has gone.
And 1 stamina.
Send to chat.
Still spider. Make creature frightened away while
The creature
motioning.
turns to face you, and you are faced with despair. Roll me a DC 22 will save.
Give me that will. Give me that will. Give me that.
This goes for everyone, by the way, just for the sake of convenience. Also, everyone is frightened one as long as they're close to this thing and it's still alive.
Delilah, stop.
Did you know that you probably have a hero point if you really want to?
Mm, yeah, paralysis is bad.
I mean, it's only one round and you're in the back, but you know. Wah wah.
Oh,
One short.
One short, baby. Oh shit. That blows chunks. Mr. Gentleman, Martha tries to grab you with one hand and will try to punch you with the other. You are completely restrained by his not so delicate hands.
So I can't roll against the grab.
Roll again for what? No, this is
I
against
can't.
your fort, you see.
Okay.
Then his fist pummels you, except it doesn't. Its dusty features swoop around you, crucious.
Okay, I'm checking something in my skills. I forgot to check.
Why is there this tortoise here? That's your aura. Haha. What are you checking out? Maybe I can help.
Oh, how Smite Good works.
I think
'Cause it's different.
you can always put it directly into chat by clicking the button, and everyone goes, "Oh, we can help you." Also, it's technically called Smite Evil.
I need to add it to my sheet is the thing.
Select one foe you can see until the next turn. Your strikes with your weapon and your blade ally inhabits do an extra 4. Good. So yeah, you
Okay.
can just point at someone.
Yeah, I am going to target our good mummy friend. This guy
Yup.
with Smite.
That's one
Yeah.
action.
Get in here.
2.
And I'm going to go for the sword.
3.
Which is a silver and enchanted sword.
Oh,
If you were using
I'm in
critical,
hero point.
if you were using critical, you would have slipped and fallen. Oh, that hurts. That sucks.
I'm hero pointing that.
you can right click the 15.
Actually, something fun I want to tell Delilah because it's kind of hilarious, and I think it's applicable in this context.
yeah.
Some
Oh,
of
this
your
just failed.
some of your goofy little tricks, by the way, like it's particularly the one action ones. Don't forget that paralyzed means you can still use verbal components. So you missed bite 2. Well, he's no longer affected by that. Delilah, you're paralyzed.
Where?
If you have anything that doesn't involve you moving or requires a somatic component, you can probably just make it happen.
I mean, problem is I don't know what things do and don't. I assume majority of my spells.
The vast majority of them, yes. In fact, I think
Yeah.
even heal and harm fall under that.
The heal and harm just says varies, which isn't helpful.
Even drain life. Gosh darn it. Well, you can always just wait it out. Better luck next time.
Yep, I'll just sit here.
Martha,
Alright, I'm gonna try to wrestle out of his grasp.
you can use athletics, acrobatics, or an unarmed strike.
That is gonna be.
Let me just give you the DC. The DC in this case is 25. This mummy is strong and relentless.
That will be my acrobatics.
You successfully escape his grasp and have 2 actions left. Your MAP is
Nice.
increased though.
Alright.
May I recommend moving Shashka into a combat position?
Perhaps flanking.
Yes. If you move Shashka over here, I'll say that both of you are flanking.
Oh, for
Crucius and you. So go ahead. If that's what you want.
well then, Shaska will move and get her attack.
By the way, he's standing on like a little rope graphic. That's what this is. Alright, well, you still have Ooh, miss too much. Even flat-footed doesn't account for that. Would you like to try something else?
Shaska's gonna. Martha's gonna do a little. Oh, fudge.
Sweet Jesus, that multiple attack penalty.
So what would happen if it was the fumble?
If we did use fumbles, if you're using a slashing weapon, you take 1d6 slashing damage and 1 persistent bleed as you use the wrong end.
Ah, my arm.
These are so vindictive. The point is more that cutting a mummy, it's kind of like it's kind of weird. It's not what you were expecting at all. Also, he's pretty nimble for his old age. The large creature in the back whips its long roots. Actually, no, it's going to actively use a light pulse.
Alright.
Failure means you are dazzled. Critical failure means you are blinded.
DC 23. Fort save.
Distance is 50 feet, so this massive flash of light just strikes the large area.
He actually made a save.
Oh no.
Well, if the zombie,
almost
why do I keep calling him a zombie? I don't know. I think he's just very ambitious about things.
I'm gonna use that last hero point
If you
because I don't
insist.
want to be blinded.
Well, you'd only be dazzled, not blinded.
What does dazzled do?
Dazzled is a 20% mischance. Blinded is a more than that.
I'll take
20%.
I'll take dazzled. It's only for a turn.
I mean, heck, there's a thing called blind fight specifically for this kind of context. Anyway, a big flare of light fills the room. And it is Lomummy's turn. It was kind of annoyed that I wasn't trying to aim at someone, thank you. Wait, who is that? Why is the Abercandaloo targeting him?
The who?
There's a demon targeting him. That little whatever. There's a third icon that's the Abercandaloo, the thing that you summoned a while back.
He's here to help.
Martha, he's gonna try to do what he does best, which is grab you.
That hits.
This time he doesn't have you restrained. He merely has you grabbed, which means you can't go anywhere, and you're flat-footed. Then he raises his fist and tries to pummel you. Pummel!
That hits.
Can you roll me the save
That's,
against Mummy Rot?
what save is
That's
that?
gonna be retributive strike, so you take 1 damage.
At fort save?
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's a board save.
And I only take 1 damage.
Critical failure means you immediately go to that second stage. No, wait, that's not a critical failure. Excuse me. You're feeling kind of funny though. Also, retributive strike is happening. Well, you hit him because he's flat-footed, so.
And because he attacked Martha, my smite is still in effect.
Yup, a whole bunch of shit happens.
So 17. Let's see. Does Silver Sliver have any special effects that would work on him?
What does Silver Sliver have special effects on? He's not weak to silver, if that's what you mean.
Silver striking. Okay. Not holy.
Crucius, it's your proper turn.
So that's 21 damage to him.
Yes, I did that.
Okay, and I'm gonna start swinging.
Revenge! That's what we call in the business a cleave. Plus an extra 8, so that's 40. If we have been using those rules, Shattered Jaw. Until healed, the target has wounded one and can't speak, eat, drink, or make attacks with jaws. Well, it doesn't really matter. So hey, what a great world we'd have lived in that other context. Boom! The mummy starts to rot and disintegrate as a result of all this purifying goodness. What's your second move? You still have 2 actions.
Well, I may as well just try for 1 more strike on this mummy to finish it. Then Martha will be safe. No.
That's how you fall and tumble. 1 more action, or unless you want to raise that shield.
I'm gonna raise that shield.
Delilah, what do you do?
sure, honestly. It's negative. That wouldn't help. I think I'll just. Ugh. All my stuff is negative damage. It's not going to help against a zombie.
We have a plant.
True. Could go and start trying to fight that. But
He's wiggling.
It will just immediately chomp me in half. But I guess I can start attacking it from distance. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm still out of it.
Oh no, you
Dizzy.
said you're sleep deprived. I'm probably
Dizzy.
dizzy.
Yeah.
Do a little
Good
hula
too.
dance.
I'm just going to use. That's probably better.
Better. This is why it's helpful to have buffs for your friends, because buffs can't go wrong with a buff.
Yeah. I mean, I have some buffs, but none of them are really relevant right now.
Cool.
Yeah, I was just going to do a reach spell,
Grip.
Pyrrhic touch on the plant. Don't know if that would even work.
You give, well, sure. It's not immune to negative. However, it does only take, I think, half, yeah. So you get 5 temp hit points, and you do 10 damage.
You hurt the plant. First blood that didn't have blood, it's a plant.
It's plenty goodness.
First,
Martha,
Yeah, I don't think plants have blood.
in your current state, you can make all your normal moves and attacks as you want to.
Alright, so since Shaska's mature, it
Yes.
says like if I don't
If you don't
use,
give them an order, they'll still attack.
yeah,
Or
so
move.
can I still use all 3 of my own actions and then Shaska does her own
Yes.
thing? Alright.
That MAP still chains.
Alright. I back away.
You can't back
Pull
away.
up.
He's literally holding on to you.
I thought I freed myself from the grapple. Okay.
Yeah,
so-
last turn he did it again.
well, then I'm
Hey, you were just held, not pinned.
Then I'll just strike him to try to get free myself.
The best way to get rid of anyone is to kill them.
If you strike him, he pretty much just instantly dies. He's nearly dead.
Hiya! Karate chop! Well, even though... I mean, there's like 2 mummy hands that have rigor mortis onto your lapel, as it were, but hey... At least you're not restrained by all this gribbon. Also, everyone loses their frightened at the end of their turn now.
Nice.
Yay.
Now I'm gonna put away my sword and pull out my crossbow.
Huck it aside and take it out.
Yeah, that's my
I mean,
plan.
I'd be using a sword on a plant.
I don't want to get near the plant.
Cowards!
You see that thing did me in 1 hit?
Can you at least do something now?
That doesn't putting away a weapon and then pulling out a weapon, isn't that 2
You can
actions?
just drop the weapon.
You can always just drop the weapon, yes.
Alright, then I'll drop my sword and then pull out my crossbow.
Also, this is why quick draw is so nice. Anyway,
Alright, let me target my.
don't forget to
Right
pick
now.
up your sword in the future. I mean, I'm pretty sure Crucius can't miss it.
I literally can't get close.
What
to
is your puppo do?
Puppo can't do anything right now.
They can move
Cause,
and they can strike. It's up to you if they do it though.
oh right, yeah.
Setting up a
scared to
flank
go.
might not be a bad idea.
Because I'll be going to attack it too.
Popo, be brave.
You hear the tippy taps of the little claws on the ground.
Popo is brave.
Scamper, scamper. Wait, what's this? Aloof Shushka. No, you have to give him an order in order for him to do an attack at the end. Otherwise, he just strides.
Ah.
The large creature sees that its loyal bell ring has been taken, and so its long, wispy tendrils strike out at you. Also, I need to look up something very specific. Here we go. Okay. I'm not shit in your parade, but if you're gonna put in resistances, please include the accept section if you're using physical, like accept slashing instead of just putting in slashing. Jesus. Ugh, I hate this.
There's also threw me off about DR for a long time.
Crucius, you look like you're a goody two shoes. You'll make a great snack. Chink.
Oh, well.
It bites once, then its head rears around and goes in for the kill. And it uses grab.
How does raising my shield affect my AC?
Increases it by 2.
Then I actually block that.
Zyla, it's meet or exceed.
Meat.
Meeting is successful.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Someone
have
has to-
meet or exceed.
If your AC is 25, if someone rolls 25 and up, they hit you. That's how that works.
Okay.
Which, in case you wonder, yes, there are some funny maths regarding weird stuff about how things work. But anyway, you're grabbed now, and you notice that it's starting to, like, trying to pull you in and give you the good old gulping. You're currently grabbed by a big mouth that's holding onto you. Its long
That is
neck
fine.
grows with bulbous growths that shine bright light.
Okay. So first, I'ma take my sword.
I assume you've
This
still
thing
been
is-
holding it this whole time, so
So this thing isn't evil, or at least undead.
it's a plant.
So smite evil wouldn't work on this thing.
Probably not.
So I'ma hold my sword in the air. I'ma make it glow, and I'ma use my weapon surge.
Hiya!
Big slash.
Karate
If it's
chop!
holding me, I can't really be out of range. So I'm
Karate chop!
which also does 1d8 additional.
If only you had a +1 of any kind, you would have had a critical.
Unless someone wants to spend a hero point, which I could.
I'll give
But-
you one.
Yay! That'll make it a critical.
In that case, please roll me the critical goodness. What do you get extra as a result of weapon surge? Oh,
An extra damage die.
Okay, so that would be 34, I think.
Wait, no, I
Oh,
don't need that hero.
You don't need that hero point. Please refund that. You already got a
Yeah.
+1 from the. Yep.
I forgot about that part.
If the weapon is a striking rune, okay.
This increases the number of dice in the striking room.
So you get to roll another 1d8. $34 becomes 46. Dang, Skippy.
And then I'm going to go for an athletics to try and get out.
Huh! Release me, you foul fiend. MAP of -5. Its athletics is 29. So if you did not have MAP and did that first, you would have been fine. But no. Whoop. Whoa.
Oh well,
Delilah. It's a big plant.
I just did damage.
I heard him.
Quite a bit.
Don't suppose I could come over and try to free Crucius from the grab?
If you have athletics, you could do that.
No, I don't have athletics, so that's a definite
Not that you
no.
can be trained, but like you're using athletics for that, so.
Yeah. Well, in that case, probably best course of action is to just... I can't move far enough. Well, yes, I can. I've got 30 feet of movement.
You're spiffy. He's got the newmies.
Get over here, so I'm flanking with Shaska.
Yeah.
And then one action use Drain Life. Oh,
Oof.
yeah, that's painful damage. And then combine that with a spell weapon, so now that's necromancy, so it is
Negative.
damage. And then just try and stab it. Nope.
Whoop. Martha, your friend is up in the air, about to get gulped.
Yeah, and you just saw me like pimp slap it with a sword.
Alright. I'm just gonna yell, get down! I'd pull out Alchemist Fire, which is one action, I assume. And then, oh man, it misses.
Oh, excuse
Hits
me.
me.
It's been regaining some hit points over time. It has fast healing. It's just that it's not written down properly. Let me just... Fast healing then.
Alright,
Anyway,
then,
you make one move. It still gets hit with fire,
okay,
because it's not a
yeah,
critical
splash.
failure. So it takes 11. No, wait, it takes 12 because it's splash 2. Fire seems to catch it alight quite easily. It almost immediately spreads up and burns off some of the vines that cover it.
I shall hit it with the... Yay. Bolt.
Your bolt sticks in it, but doesn't seem to have done anything of use. It doesn't
Yeah,
flinch at all.
Oh. Shot's gonna just do her best.
Which is to say that it seems to be resistant to physical damage that isn't a good old-fashioned cutty cut. The large
That's why I
creature...
thought the sword would be good.
Let me roll this 1d4. Okay, well, so it doesn't have that one back. Well, in that case, first and foremost, glop.
Oh
Let's...
no. That's a lot of attacks.
Yeah, that's a lot of text. A swallowed creature is and 1. I like this a lot. Thank you for being undefined. You are grabbed and now slowed 1, so you get 1 less action on your turn. I'll select inside of it. There we go. The swallowed creature takes the least amount of damage when it's first swallowed at the end of each of its turns or while it is swallowed. If it escapes this ability's grab condition, it exits through the creature's mouth. This frees any other creature grabbed in the mouth or jaws. A swallowed creature can attack the creature that has swallowed it, but only with unarmed attacks or weapons with a light bulk or less. Have a dagger on you at all times. If you do the rupture damage with an attack, the engulfing creature is flat-footed because you can't fucking dodge while against something in your stomach. If it takes piercing or slashing exceeding the rupture value, you free yourself by literally cutting it open. Creature that gets free by either escaping or cutting itself free can immediately breathe. Oh yeah, you're suffocating. Or hold your breath.
I figured I would hold my breath for at least a few seconds.
Yeah, that's not the problem here. We'll go on with that. We'll look up suffocation rules in a bit. They're pretty lethal if you fuck up. GM determines the maximum. Yeah, technically, I like that a lot. Okay, first and foremost, we need to take care of the most important part, which is that you just take a whole bunch of fucking damage from getting caught in someone's gizzard. Sweet mama. It's spicy in here.
Jeebus.
24 damage. Oh no, that's like just over half of my SP.
You can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus your Constitution modifier. Reduce your remaining air by 1 round at the end of each of your turns, or by 2 if you cast any spells or made an attack.
So 7.
You also lose 1 round of air if you are critically hit or critically fail a save. So essentially, crits against you. So in your case, yes, you would have 7. So that's good. That's good. You got some time. You got some time to play with. However, it can eat more than 1 medium creature. Oh wait, it has something fun. Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh.
So yes, your friend just sort of bulges out in this big glowing bubble. It still has some actions left, and would like to. Well, Delilah's been like comically ineffectual compared to Martha, who's been kind of annoying, escaping mummy grasps. Let's give you the old chomping. It did swallow whole. I don't know if that's an attack. I don't think it is. So Martha is now gripped firmly.
You bitch.
Also, you take some ouchies.
You.
Crucius, you're inside a glowing bubble
Oh,
of
wait,
acid.
not Shasta. Shasta does not take 24.
Also, I think Swallow Hole is considered an attack.
I'll give it a lot of look-see, and if it is, then we can avoid. No, I think she's still hit. Is she? Yeah. Even if the MAP was 5, it wouldn't help against her.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm on that one.
Anyway, you're inside of a stomach. You can't use your longsword because it's too big. It's too tight in here. But you have a dagger.
Can I use potions?
Anything of light bulk, you can probably squeeze out and give a gulp.
Oh, I'm not gulping it.
Beware that if you're using splash weapons, you cannot physically avoid the splash damage. Oh no. You take a little bit of oil, splash it on whatever the fuck you're using it on.
A dagger.
Listen,
Which
you
is
don't.
now a +3 magic dagger.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna give you the +3 super dagger. And then I'm gonna put it on your equipment. Go ahead and swing it at will. I mean, at this point, I imagine that half your inventory is like flowing over your body as a result of being in this. You actually, because it's flat-footed, you crit.
Ooh.
Sweet Jesus. Well, by golly, you just cut your way out.
I'm annoyed.
Didn't even fucking flinch. Just you stood on the ground and you just go whoosh, cut the curtain. There's no time to waste, as Superman says in the world-renowned game Superman vs. Lex Luthor for Nintendo 64.
Mm-hmm.
This
Delilah.
is a great game.
The plant creature winces as a result of it getting, the big old slashy slash.
Yeah, you see Crucius looking somewhat annoyed.
I'm moderately
I'd be
inconvenienced.
I'd be pretty annoyed too if I just got swallowed.
Didn't even do a good job of it.
Let's just go with another touch, I guess. Something.
Oof. I mean, the thing is, it has a massive fort save. It's our big, sturdy plant.
Yeah, but
You're not a wizard, I know, I'm sorry.
I mean, I've
Not
done
a
a
wizard,
poor
Harry.
job setting up my spells.
Again, it fizzles with acid, and its attention is drawn to you, Martha.
Still can't do anything.
You're
Shasta.
raised... Oh, yeah. Get him.
Shasta, hit it in the butt.
Hit him. You got him. Sashka bites on, but doesn't seem to do any real significant damage to get this plant to back down.
Martha, be helpful. So your friend like a strike, a range weapon. Alright, so I'll make a strike.
That's a hit. But will it do damage? Nope.
Probably not. But the next attack gets +1.
Heck yeah. Well, first off, you're going down the gullet. Bloop.
It counts as attack. I can use my Retributive Strike on it, right?
Sure.
I also get one more.
I mean,
attack.
it does damage to your friend. I think that's the triggering effect. Let me actually look that up. I really am curious. I think it is just if something...
I think it is the damage, because it's not the
Yeah.
attack. I don't want to miss the timing. Yu-Gi-Oh gets mad at me for that.
Yeah, it's already complicated enough.
And yep, it's just damage. So yes, Martha takes the big ouchie damage from getting glooped.
I think we ran into that when we dealt with one of those bleeding barbarian guys in the other game. Because I attacked him, he bled on someone near me, and then I immediately retributed striked it again.
It was hilarious.
So how much is the damage that the Martha's taken?
Gotta be a lot.
It's gonna be a heavy one.
It's going to be 8 less than that, though.
In that
Well,
case,
I am dying.
23.
Martha goes to 0 and enters dying 1. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Even worse, a dying creature technically can't hold their breath,
That was the wrong weapon.
but we'll just play it by ear.
Dagger.
You
Have
hit
a
him.
magic dagger at the ready.
You hit him exactly. Oh yeah! This immensely magical dagger sure knows how to cut a large plant. Crocious.
I've been holding on to that forever.
It technically has 2 more actions. It's just gonna grab the 2 of you and start stuffing you down its gullet hole. This one's for Crucius. This one's for Martha.
Well, for Delilah.
For
Yeah,
Delilah,
I'm already-
excuse. Listen, Martha. Don't you sass me. Actually, that grabs both of you.
Yep.
You're both firmly grasped, lifted off the ground. Its mouth just waiting to turn you into snacks. Crucius, you are lifted off the ground, its large mouth waiting to turn you into whatever it does with people that it eats. Considering the many, many growths. Hiya! Karate chop!
Okay, so 2 of those hit.
The plant creature looks almost defeated.
Wow, 29 didn't kill it.
No, it is actually... It's like some of the bulbs on it begin to hiss as they start to tear a bit from all the vicious movement of its body, filling the air with this weirdly intoxicating sweetness. Delilah.
Wait, how much did I miss my last attack by?
5.
Okay, because I get +1
I know.
to hit because of Bella.
Well, it was the next attack, so
Which only hit by 2.
and you did multiple attacks.
All this stuff is freaking.
Actually, no. Yeah, it's every attack gets a +1.
Oh, I don't think it was enough to push any to critical.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna. I don't think trying to break out is gonna be successful. So, I guess just keep attacking it.
If you can just get something good off, hey, you might just do it. We can make it if we try, just the 2 of us.
Just a 1 action.
That is the oh no!
Immune to it entirely. That does mean my dagger is magic now, so.
Magic dagger, go!
Hey, it actually
If you
hit.
do it, Delilah, get the
Somehow
Does
you
6, and then
you only needed 5
And 6 necrotic.
and 1d6 necrotic.
also,
You
I think 1d4 snake because Shaska's still there.
you gripped in the air, held by firm roots. You wiggle around, have a dagger in your hand. Your hand caresses the thing that grasps you, trying to infuse it with negative energy. But then, as you raise your dagger and plunge it in, the necrosis sets in. There is this moment of wild thrashing. So this doesn't die instantly, it takes a couple of moments. But by the end, you are left with...
It's a very dramatic plant.
It's very dramatic about it, yes. Like, I mean, to be fair, it's basically dying because it's getting massive sepsis all over its body. It ain't a pleasant way to go. Also, Martha rolls out, although she's still unconscious and dying, so...
This happens a lot.
Would someone like to put their hands on Martha? Put the paws on Martha.
Yeah, I'm going to just like, bam, slap her with some healing.
How much healing?
You can do the honors.
I do 12 hit points per slapping.
Yay. Ah.
And then we can just wait a few minutes and I can do it again.
Nah, I'll heal myself.
And also, if we wait, you get your stamina back.
Martha
Treat.
gets 18 back from a heal hand.
I'm using treat wounds.
In that case, you get 2d8 back.
Yeah.
I'll check out over here while you're busy.
You check around the place. The small cabinet in the corner has only a bag hanging from it. To be specific, a bag of holding. It's been added to your
That'll
loot
be
sheet.
helpful.
It's a bag of holding type 2. Like
I just love
so.
type 2.
Underneath the cloth is... Ooh. That's quite a little something something. Anyone experienced with medicine or occultism might know what the hell's going on with this.
I know occultism.
You literally do not know either.
If I had occultism.
You do not. You have religion?
Huh, guess I somehow didn't. Well, we have Martha for the medicine.
Martha is wounded one.
I do not have medicine.
But Delilah, do you have occultism?
Nope.
Wow.
So no one in this party has any idea about ghosts or actual paper cuts. Cool. Well, in that case, all you see is a Frankenstein stitched together kind of body. Made up of different kind of parts, not necessarily human. Like one of their hands is this big crab claw. Some of the sewing and stitching seems to slowly meld together so that it looks more natural, but others are clearly just like stitched on crudely.
Alright. So this is a stitched together body, right?
Yep. Undergoing some
I'm-
kind of transformation.
I'm gonna use one of my bolts and cut the stitching on the arm.
So you're just gonna disassemble the body? Neat.
No, just on the arm. Just gonna delay whatever this is by a little bit.
Everyone okay with this?
I mean, if
I mean, I'm trying to figure out how do I put things in the bag of holding?
Well, first you need to put on your character.
I did.
Okay, cool. Give me a moment. I gotta take care of something else because I got that email about what the fuck's going on with the place I gotta be in a bit. Which is kind of important, so excuse me. But I would rather take this care of this quickly. Oh.
Who should be in charge of the bag of holding?
Oh, it's next week.
oh,
Okay, cool. Okay, then I'm a big old idiot and everything's fine. Don't worry. Everything's
Right.
good under the hood. All right, let me take a look at Crucia's sheet and see if we can figure out how the bag of holding works. I think you can just click and drag items onto it.
yeah, I think it counts as a container.
So you can literally just go like, I don't want to hold on to this shield and just dump it in there.
Oh.
If you want, you
I
can even put your
see.
actual backpack in there.
That's how that works. Okay. Yeah, because I have like these belt pouches I wasn't sure how to use. Also, we have all this gold in the loot sheet. I'm just going to put that in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you're left in an otherwise empty room. Other than, the corpse, the closet, guess it is kind of a big statement. Well, what do you do, kids?
Go ahead and take a look, Delilah.
What am I taking a look at?
Some stuff around. I'm telling you to do it while I'm busy figuring out.
Pouring gold into the
inventory.
sack.
Just dumping it in. And also the other stuff, because I have a bunch of potions I'm carrying around. I figured
Underneath
this
the
would be
large
useful.
plant appears to be a mostly consumed corpse of some kind, though much of him has been completely destroyed by the process of plant hippies. You can see some of his clothes, and it's quite finely made stuff, with golden trims in places.
I assume retrieving it from the mostly plant eating slurry isn't too hard.
I mean, he's mostly just a skeleton. At this point, he's just rotting away the clothes, which seem to have some religious markings on them.
Like, try and pull them out, I guess.
Well, they're not worth much in their current shape, considering that it's mostly just rags, but hey. If you want to do zombie cosplay, couldn't do worse.
Hey, Crucius, do you recognize the symbols on this?
I'm gonna walk
Hold up
over.
Hold up the robes.
The iconography is associated with Serenray. And the
It
sun
is associated with Serenray, the sun.
goddess.
Yeah, figured goddess.
Well, we can vaguely understand what they were worshipping here. Good thing it wasn't, like, Baphomet or one of those. It would have made things a bit more difficult. Morally questionable whether or not we should save it.
Oh well.
Well, I mean, sun gods are usually not the worst.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're usually the base entry level gods.
Yeah,
Big
so
thing
it
in
looks
the
like
sky.
someone took this place over.
I mean, this corpse looks like it belongs here more than the mummy corpse, so...
Yeah.
How did this plant get up here, I wonder?
It seems mobile. Like, it moved when you entered the chamber, so it might be able to move autonomously more than just what it showed so far.
Yeah, and its
I hope
roots
y'all
don't
noticed
floor.
it was going to attempt to eat me twice.
It also ate me. So, is there anything outside the window that's interesting? Like, since we can see through it.
I'm gonna keep
Well,
an eye on the stairs while you guys look out the window.
peeking out this window, you see the rest of the structure from a higher elevation. Off in the distance to the east, you do see a small vineyard of sorts, and there seem to be people moving around in there. Also, because of your elevation, you can roll me a perception check to notice something.
Give me that perception, which is actually an attribute, not a skill. Blah.
So, if you were on ground level, you probably wouldn't notice this, but there's this big crater in the center of one of the vineyard rows. This pit contains one of these plants, although it looks a bit smaller and doesn't have a big head that moves around.
So, someone catapult these plants in. It
Doesn't look like it got catapulted. It just looks like it's sitting in like a hole that it dug out for itself, more than anything. Additionally, this plant cannot be catapulted from anywhere because there's no obvious entrances that a large plant to this could be just shot through.
I meant the plant in the field, not this plant.
Gotcha.
But, shall we rest up or shall we continue?
I think we should rest up at least for your stamina.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys kind of got beat up a bit there.
Only a little on me. I cut my way back.
So,
In that case, you can take a little 10-minute break.
38.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Up to 42.
Martha gets
Well-
all of her stamina back
Yeah.
and loses one of her resolves.
Use the
Crucius, you want to spend resolve and get some stamina back?
I did.
Cool.
I'm back up to full.
I see that the character sheets have disconnected. No, they just haven't. You just haven't changed it yet.
I did.
The blue bar is your stamina.
I changed it on my sheet itself.
Well, I don't see.
Yeah, my
Ugh,
blue
whatever.
bar's full.
Yeah,
Well-
I accidentally did my health.
Now it's saying I'm at 50.
There we go. All right, kids.
Okay.
You're in a room with a
Yeah.
stinky mummy.
I assume
Let's
I
go
retrieved
downstairs. We're
the,
done up here.
2 bolts that, 3 bolts actually that I used.
You can use the navigation bar at the top. There's a navigation bar at the top of your screen, which says the Abbey Floor 1 and the Abbey Floor 2. You can use that to navigate. And then you should be able to see yourself. I want to save having 4 different hiccups of characters moving down floors. You can move multiple characters at the same time, by the way. They just stack up at the destination, though. You move back downstairs. It seems that your little fight hasn't drawn any attention. You are once more in this stuffy room that just smells terrible. There are no roots in the corner of the room anymore, Martha may notice.
Oh.
The shield is still there, untouched, as are the tarnished silver cups, filled with old, probably at this point, stale wine.
The worst sort of wine.
Handsome. I gotta take
Where's
care of some.
I'm gonna go check that shield out real quick. More close up.
As I mentioned, the silver shield gleams unnaturally, and has a big old dragon on it.
Always a good sign.
Yes,
Can I try to identify anything magical about it?
certainly.
That would be an Arcana check.
No, I just give you the info, because you can recognize
Alright.
what the shield is. It's a shield of readiness. It's hard to be caught off guard with a fine shield like this. It is preferred greatly by those who like to use their shield block techniques, for it is both sturdy
Ooh,
and quick to snap.
I like this.
I like how it's
I'm gonna take
reserved-
that.
I like how the loot spot got a tag as well.
Yeah.
Plus,
Would
I need to repair my Gusty Gale shield, so it'll be good to.
It's in the loot sheet if you want to equip it or anything. I think...
Okay.
let me just double check and make sure that the shield stats are set up properly. Listen, when I say... Let me just
I know.
check.
I was like letting
You're-
go right when you said that.
You're a huge dingus, that's what's up. I need to add the invested trait. Because you do need to invest in this thing to use it properly. Because it gives you fancy bonuses. No bonus runes, no dex cap. Just make... Okay, yeah, it's got all the right traits in all the right places. Okay, cool, gotcha. You can use it now properly.
Hey, the other one will go into the bag of holding.
I don't think it confers that bonus, so I'll just add that for you. Item bonus, shield. No, do +2. And pick a type, item bonus, add modifier. There we go. Your initiative now contains a little +2. It also applies to any other initiative rolls, but, you know, that'll happen when it does.
You know, every
Okay.
time we go somewhere with a fireplace, I find something useful.
Well, that's where knights hang their cool shit.
They didn't have TVs, so they needed to put decorations for their
If you were in the future and you were a decker, you would find all your cool TV shit there, yes.
Gasp. Crucius is floating?
Borrowing.
Yes. Well, as I mentioned, there's a door leading to the outside. There was also one on the floor above, and there's a stair going down.
Well, do we want to clear the place? We could go to the basement, see what's up.
We probably should. I wouldn't want anything coming from behind us.
There is a little
Yep.
stairway you can use to get down. So, hey, there you go.
Yep.
If there's anything up there, it probably heard what happened. Down there, probably heard what happened.
Oh.
I'll lead.
And now I have my bow out.
It's bright as shit down here.
Probably need to.
Yeah, that was
layer.
weird.
There we are.
You enter into a small underground basement, where indeed a lot of barrels and casks of wine appear to be kept. The air here is quite cool, since it's probably not affected by most of the heating efforts upstairs, although there was no fire, so... Otherwise, this place seems unremarkable. Not even been used as a toilet.
Well, this is more pleasant.
Bella, take a look around those bottles.
Move on down. Snip, snip, snip. Keep an ear out as we.
Roll me some
Oh,
perception
shit.
then. Blind, please. Click the one with the eye.
Blind. Shaw?
You hear some kind of quiet shuffling coming from behind this rack of wine.
Alright, I point towards the rack. Why? Kinda.
You can't climb over it, like it goes to the ceiling. You have to walk around it, in case you want some extra
Yeah.
context.
Yeah, like I point Crucius to this area as I approach this area.
Okay, I guess I'll start the circling.
You encircle the
Okay.
location, and when you peek around the corner,
Peek.
you see some sort of angelic figure tied up with a firm. It's not a rope. Imagine if you had like a long, thin strand of metal. You carved some runes into it, and they are wound it around someone. Like a sort of super rope.
Would I have any knowledge of this, of what it is?
I mean, you can definitely tell because of your heritage that that shit's bad beans. Which is to say that it is probably made by either fiends, well, fiends of any kind, because they cover both devils and demons, so it's fiendcraft. It's kind of like a dimensional anchor, but meant for good boys.
Is there any way I can break it?
It's pretty tough to break. Well, how do you think you can shatter this steel wire specifically designed to silence and to restrain those heroes of good? It's like an opposite of a lasso of truth.
Well, I mean, it's
Uh,
probably not very good against its own elemental type, right?
Eh.
Figured Bella might be able to do something.
yeah, I might take out my great sword. Just be like, well, actually, I don't know what this is, so I just slowly approach. Be like, well,
You sure you should be approaching some kind of angelic figure with your super ultra evil sword?
no, I have my crossbow like
Yeah,
half.
she did try
aimed.
it.
It's half aimed because I'm not too sure. I see they're tied up, but you're
Um.
like,
Crucius, you notice that the creature does not seem very comfortable with Martha getting closer.
I'm gonna motion for her to stay back.
all right, I will inch back. Be like,
It's okay.
is this is this the thing, the angel?
It would appear to be an angel, yes.
Oh,
It's
sweet.
okay. We're here to help.
Religion or Arcana might help you devise some means of removing this.
I'm good at both of those things.
I put away my crossbow. Shaska will keep her ears up.
Nice. Using some wine, some labels for combustion, and some other fine associated wares, you manage to create something that we're just going to call Alcohol 2.0. Giving a good scrubbing, you shatter some of the runes that are located on it. The fizzling of evil burns your hands, but it seems to remove the runes enough so that they lose their potency, and the metal wire ceases to be flexible and it's just a metal wire bent in a certain shape now.
And then we just break the metal wire.
And then with some athletics, you could. I mean, breaking is difficult. You could probably just bend it out of the way.
With athletics.
Yeah,
Alright.
you don't have to roll for this. You can just take your time on this.
Oh,
I'm expert in it anyway. So.
It's a thin steel cable. It's not that tough, especially not with
okay,
multiple
so we're gonna
strong
break
dudes
that
around.
off.
Like,
You manage to free
so,
the creature, who speaks in a soft and kind voice, and would like to know the names of her liberators.
My name is Crucius, I say with my wings coming out.
that's Shaska. I'm Martha.
I'm Delilah.
Delilah says from the other side of the room.
Yeah, just kind of awkwardly wave. Wasn't involved in the freeing, but I'm part of the team.
Wink.
Wink wonk.
She holds her hand up. I see that my rescuers are quite a strange stock, one of evil filled with selfishness, and one born of bastard's blood.
Well, my companions are weird, but they're not evil.
Martha?
Yeah?
Shut up.
It appears that among thine vices is foolishness. So be it. I am the abbot of this abbey. Although my charge has been taken from me quite a while ago by now, it is hard to tell time from this place. It has been taken from me by specific individuals.
Who were
Uh,
they?
A quaint plant of sorts, and their assortment of strange constructions and mutants. Individuals of lycanthrope curse, some born of aberration blood, piles of flesh that speak madness. Indeed. There were quite
We
many
did
of them.
just kill.
However, they also associate with fiends. I fear, however, that some of them may have been alerted of our presence by your attempt to free me. For your very presence. Anyone here with Arcana, when she drops that hint, will definitely go when you wiggle your ears or your nose when you smell something, your magic sense starts wiggling, and you're like, wait, there is an ambient alarm spell in the air.
Uh-oh.
Ah, crap.
Indeed, that is the proper term. Aw, crap.
also, technically, I can roll for train checks even if I'm untrained because of my improv.
This isn't really a check, Bell. This is just
Yeah.
if.
Yeah, I just realized that.
If you've got
Suddenly,
experience.
excuse me, I can't seem to click them right. Suddenly, in a puff of brimstone and smoke, the ground briefly seems to crack open as these creatures manifest. A creature demon dripping of blood stands behind Delilah. It licks its tongue excitedly as it wields a long spear that has been specifically designed to hurt more than it kills. It looks at
Great.
you with delight. And almost immediately,
That's a fiend.
they will just straight up initiate combat. They are not in the mood for talking. Whereas before it was Martha's aggression that did it, this time it's like, no.
It kind of makes sense that we don't go first for once.
The angel raises her hand and effectively affects you with this. So,
Vitality.
does she have any other spells? Probably. Let's take a look-see. The boss will be here, the boss will be here. Ba-ba-ba. Gosh darn compendium, why are you like this? She will manifest. Oh, whoops. I'm very stupid apparently. She casts a little bless for you all. Na 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 na. Her bless, however, is an immediate 30-foot range because she's a fucking angel. Deal with it.
She is good at that.
She immediately tells you to stand firm against these foul fiends. Let not their evil stay longer. This guy's up on the stairs like, oh man. He basically he grabs a rock out of the wall and readies to hurl some debris.
Debris.
Not debris. As I mentioned, this Baba is like, I love to murder people. That's what I live for. I mean, Delilah, Dizzy in specific, probably very familiar with Babas. Fought a lot of those in Righteous. They were basically used as foot soldiers, which is hilarious considering they suck. There we go. The bubble makes a military strike constitute. Okay, here we go. It uses a grievous strike against you, Delilah. Out of nowhere, it just goes swing. Wow, Delilah, good job on you.
Delilah made it.
Delilah made it.
Yay, Delilah made it.
Quick news, by the way, you can totally click and drag the effective bless onto yourself like that.
Oh, yay, we are blessed.
The Aura Vitality doesn't have this, but we'll keep it in mind. Delilah, even though this creature appears behind you and wields his long spear of foul magic, you step aside quickly, dodging what would have been quite the blow. Just for demonstrative purposes, here's what this thing can do. It's a big ouchie. It wields that thing with passion. Does it have intimidation? It'll maybe try to give you... You know, it's going to try to give you the good scare. Your will save... Ooh, that would have been a critical if you weren't blessed by your good friend. So you were only frightened 1. By the way, Delilah, we can't hear you. I don't know if you're being silent or what, but hey.
Oh yeah, I must have put mute on.
Crucius.
Well,
Crucius!
you see, it didn't hit Delilah.
Mhm.
And unfortunately for it, all of a sudden an angel descendant person just runs past Delilah. It just like jumping slashes it.
Do you use Smite Good first?
I use my good.
Just making sure. Alright, well, don't forget. Well, you got a +1. I think it automatically includes that. So go ahead. Give it the old swing-a-ding-ding, baby. Sweet
No.
Jesus. You'll go for a very risky maneuver, but the creature just hits its spear up, and it's quite a sturdy object as it parries your blow. You've one action. No, you probably didn't have your weapon drawn.
No,
So.
Smite takes 1.
Martha, you're in the back. You're also immune to evil, so that's nice.
Alright, well, Shaska is gonna start things off with a little crunch. Ooh. Ooh. Crunch.
Let's see. The Abracandalo, does he have any resistances that I need to know of? Well, he's weak to things, but he certainly ain't resistant, so yes, his face just gets chopped off.
Alright, now I'm gonna help out my buddies with a little fisting shot.
Very
I'd
well.
say it would have helped if you'd done it before me, but it wouldn't.
Who are you firing at?
The guy with Crookshish and
Okay,
Delilah.
gotcha. At the bow. Misses by
Ah.
6.
So I do
Man,
not
this
get.
guy is on fire, not getting hit.
Alright, then I will take my last shot at good old the guy with the Shaska.
Oh no. Pew. Also a
Ah.
whiff. It appears that the bless does not agree with you. This miserly babao.
I wonder why.
Babao. He'll stay.
Ba-
Babu. He can dimension door, but that's not useful. You know what? He's gonna cast see invisibility, just making sure that there's no invisible baddies around here. Just making sure you
He's
guys.
surrounded.
Just making sure you guys ain't being sneaky. The Abracandalo puts up his hoof and tries to kick Shashka.
Oh, that hurt.
That bitch.
Shashka goes back a little bit, then he rolls back, whoosh, grabs one of those taps, spigots, off the ground, then hurls it at a little Shashka.
That doesn't hit.
Quick, Shashka,
What?
duck.
What?
Delilah,
Shaska catch.
it's your turn. What do you do?
I'm going to like just step over so I'm behind Crucius, and then cast protection on them, specifically against evil.
Crucius gains a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against creatures of the evil alignment.
Woo.
And since I stepped and cast a spell, that's all I can do.
The monastic diva does not have their usual weapons and ornaments. So, there's really only one thing they can reasonably do, but the problem is that if they do that, they'd probably hurt Martha, who is evil. So they're just going to keep up the good work of, like, stay strong and inspiring others, such, you know, like the basically reading the Bible for you.
Just starts reading Psalms.
Actually, Crucius, you're being an annoyance. You're going to get hucked a rock at. You get a +1 because you're in cover. And despite the fact that many rocks come flying your way, he keeps hitting the big old wall in between the two of you, probably shattering a bottle.
Those are expensive.
Ooh, that's going to be great. It goes for a grievous strike against you. As it looks you dead in the eye and goes, oh. Does it have deception? It doesn't have deception. How the fuck's this guy supposed to get a sneak attack off at that rate?
He's really good at it.
Ugh, whatever. He'll go and trip you. Swoosh at your feeties. That trips you. You're on the ground.
Wait, what's my athletics DC?
No. This is reflex. Grappling is fortitude. Tripping is reflex.
So how do I know what my DC is for that?
It's your
That's
reflex
fine.
modifier plus 10.
Uh,
Now you have a +1 status bonus, so it goes up to 21, but he still exceeds and meets it.
Don't I also have a +1 against everything from evil?
Yeah, that's also a status bonus. That doesn't stack with the other status bonus.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, a little less bonus stack in this game.
It's
As he
mostly
has you,
just plus AC.
as he has you down on the ground, he hefts a spear high and goes for that grievous strike. Luckily, you roll aside, inspired by the words of your friend, and avoid what would have been. Why is there no for sneak attack? You think there'd be a button that's like, hey, add some sneak attack.
Yeah.
Because they got one for grievous strike. Whatever. Crucius, you're prone on the ground, and this large creature just impaled the floor next to you, which chips with evil rocks.
Okay, and I'm gonna go for my returning attack, just like, bought a bitch.
Despite being prone, you hit him right in the cankles.
Are they weak to? They're not weak to silver. That's not fiends.
Yeah, it's. This is a demon specifically. Devils are weak to silver. Demons are weak to cold iron. He is, however, weak to good, of which you have 4. So he takes an extra 9 from your goodness. So he takes 22 damage in total.
No,
As his flesh sears and whitens from all this goodness flowing into it.
then get up to my feet, so I'm gonna get rid of that prone, which takes an action.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use my last one to, bam.
Gosh, off by 1.
It's +1.
From what? From Bless?
Bless.
It's already included.
From plus.
You can read your modifiers in your attack roll right above it, and it says Bless +1. Morth.
Alright. Shaska is gonna flank. Like, does flanking work with bows?
Oh no. Flanking does not work on range like that.
Ah, dang it. Well, Shaska's still gonna move in.
Shashka.
Gonna hit it with the, crunch.
Right in the tuchus. Wow-wows are done. Dang, Shashka. Where were those bites?
Deep in there.
Well, thankfully
all
they're now instead of against the plant.
And Martha is gonna do her little on the same guy.
Hit by 1.
And follow up with another.
The demon seems confused that one such as yourself with such evil in your heart would fight it to protect an angel. Where?
Yeah, we
He
need
just
this
starts
angel.
crying in annoyance.
Babaos do not take steps. They shift and warp. Dark vision, see visibility. Oh yeah, dark vision works like that. It's all funny business. As he moves in with the greatest of
no.
ease.
You do it.
He tries to pick up your pup, but Shashka's got the slick moves. And he looks at Shashka to trying to make her scared, but Shashka's not that kind of pup.
Shaska,
Bark,
no.
bark! Martha, you have a pretty face. Guess what
Hi.
this guy doesn't like?
Pretty faces.
Very pretty faces. They're disgusting. It takes 2 move actions to move up to you, and then hurls its teeth at you.
Well, good luck
Okay, I
with
just
that.
saw like pulled his dentures out for a minute there. Like,
Delilah,
Okay, I'm going to move back a little and then just cast fear on that guy.
be spooked, evil doggo. Okay, he has a +1, but he fucks it up so good.
Maximum beans.
Suddenly, he feels the fear of God in his heart. It's probably the angels that are doing it.
there are 2 of us technically.
His evil, evil heart stops for just the briefest of moments. The monastic Deva is close to an evil man. Um, um. Well, they don't really have a. Why do they not have an unarmed strike readied? Why does this only come with, hey, their weapon that they don't have at this point? Abracandalo over here is he doesn't really want to hit his friend by trying to go for that, so he's gonna hop off and dash on over. Aims a rock at you, Crucius.
Ah, I get domed.
Boonk. He throws that rock with quite some oomph.
Oh yeah, he's got some passion. behind
This guy has to run away from the Swords of Sphere as far as possible for his whole fucking turn. So, Crucius, do you have tax opportunity?
I didn't take it because we kept saying it wasn't gonna be that useful for.
Yeah, to be fair, this is kind of an exceptional situation. He runs all the way up the stairs.
It's like,
Crucius.
"F this."
And all of a sudden, my head just turns to the guy who threw a rock at me.
He's like, oh no, where's my friend?
Dot 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 dot. Hey, what's up?
Hits by 7.
Wow, that was weak.
If only you had smite goodness.
Yeah, but I didn't. Put it on him. I should have.
You have 1 action left. And you just give him another. Yeah, that hits. Oof. There you go. There's the strong swings.
That's a bit more like it.
Martha, there's a guy in your face. Luckily, he doesn't
Uh,
seem to have attacks of opportunity. They've not demonstrated ability so far, so maybe you can just shoot in his face.
So, I will do that. So there's no penalty for shooting up close?
Nope.
Alright then. Eat. Bull.
Jesus, that's like putting it in his mouth and pulling the trigger. Ooh. Never ever come to me and tell me that deadly doesn't hurt like hell.
Then, wait, no, I don't want to roll religion. I want to click on Shaska.
Go, Shashka, go! Get him in the butt!
Oh yeah, she's gonna finish her job. Ouch.
That hits, and he has so little hit points, I'm not even gonna make you roll. He just vanishes in a puff of smoke. As summoned creatures do.
I got one more go, and I can see this guy. Well, I'm not gonna move.
It's fine, don't worry. Playing it by ear.
From a distance. Oh wait, no, I need to reload. All right, so I'll take 1 action to start my reloading process.
Handsome. The Mr. Ba-Bao. Ba-Bao is gonna do something mean and naughty. He creates a sphere of darkness. He is unaffected by it, so it's mostly just to bully your little tushy. Oh really? Okay, well this is the dark zone now. I'm gonna cast it like around here-ish. That's a nice place to put it. That whole area is now shrouded in darkness. Unless you have dark vision, you don't see shit. If you have dark vision, it's just like a little bit dark. Delilah, it just got a little darker in here.
Huh.
Hmm.
Turn down the lights. You can probably come over and help Crucius a little. So I'll come over here and then use drain life on this guy.
Wait, that's not fair. No!
Wait, no, that.
You suck out the good boy juice. The good juice.
Yeah, I'm about to say he doesn't really have good boy juice.
That tasted awful.
I think Delilah, as a sorcerer, has big charisma.
Yeah.
But Crucius is a champion. I don't know. How, would you like to argue which of you has the prettier face?
I am
I
very
mean,
pretty.
yeah, Crucius is literally an angel.
Cool.
Yeah,
We'll
I
go.
am.
But,
I have that angel in me.
All right. In that
but
case, gotcha. I'm taking care of that. Don't worry. First, he'll give Crucius the old like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you," but Crucius has got like way too high of a will save, so you're not intimidated. And then he goes for the bite. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to bite someone who's wearing. What are you wearing again? Like full plate at this point? Yeah, breastplate.
Yeah,
Probably
breastplate
comes with a helmet.
and shield.
Yeah. So you just kind of you just kind of shove the shield in his mouth.
No, I like to imagine I just let him bite my shoulder, and he's just like, ah.
The Babao
I just
can
start-
dimension door. Unfortunately, that means that he's not as impeded as he would be otherwise, as other creatures are wont to do. Technically, I could have ruled that he would have to use dimension door for that, but that's lame. That's cheating. So anyway, what's his favorite move if he just had to cast like a spell and his hands are like full of a spell? No, he's just gonna. You know what? He's gonna join the biting team. And looks like that's what
Ooh.
the gods wanted. Let's see. If we were using those rules, what is this again? Is it slashing, piercing? Piercing.
I think biting would be piercing.
Would have been triple damage because it goes clean through if we had those rules in place. But anyway, big chomp on Crucius. Jesus, what a bite. Wait, excuse me, that's
Yeah.
incorrect. That has Grievous Strike does not apply. It's only 40.
Still hurts. feels
Excuse
bad.
me, I forgot. Remember when I was complaining about sneak attack? Add an extra 12.
so
Wait, but I
it
also
did
have
end
protection
up
from
being-
evil.
If you
Just
have
about to say.
protection from evil, yeah, that's
Yeah, because Delilah cast it on me.
what is that supposed to do?
I think it just increases your AC by 1.
Yeah, it doesn't really help against a natural 20.
Oh, I thought it had damage reduction.
Unfortunately not.
Nope.
If you have anything you would like to use, like say a shield block, you're free to use it.
I'm probably gonna use a shield block.
Cool.
Hell, I have a good shield for it.
So it's either 52 damage, can be reduced by 10 with this new shield. Ooh. Your shield will then take 42 as well, so be careful because it will be broken as a result of that.
And it would only reduce the damage I take by 10.
Yes. Shields are better for many tiny hits than they are for single big hits.
Yeah.
And it's how much damage total?
52.
Screw it, I'm just take it.
Crucius, it's your turn. Your smite, I think it lost its efficacy, but he's standing behind you and he's about to bite your face off, but the guy in front of you is weaker and technically in a worse state. Also, you're no longer frightened. There we go.
Okay, so I'm gonna kill the guy that I was already attacking.
Nice.
Because then we can have people on either side of this asshole.
Sweet, go for it. My face.
No, my face.
Alright, that's one action. Make that 2. Almost down.
And be the best option. I'm gonna take it to raise my shield. Delilah can finish this guy with a stabby stab or something.
I mean, the
Yeah,
Diva seems to be in the process of casting some powerful spell that may help you. So maybe you should focus on the big guy and let her solve the problem. Martha,
Use one action to tell Shaska to go out and
bite him.
snack.
Shashka runs out of the darkness, slightly spooked by it.
But she doesn't hit. And the next 2 actions are reloading.
In the dark, you're reloading, which you can do by touch because you're so familiar with your weapon.
Yeah.
The Papa's like, man, I can't believe this fucker just ran right up to me. I'm gonna give him a big ol' bite. I love me some dog meat. That's a critical hit on
no.
Shashka.
Oh no. Oh
That's
no.
that's when you hear that stock dog whining sound effect.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That movie's always used because who the fuck's gonna actually hurt a dog? You already got the sound bite. Never do it again. Delilah.
Gotta just finish this guy off with the daze, I guess.
My brain! Ah!
No, Delilah's brain.
That's a
She was
big
stolen.
headache. And just like the other one, poof of smoke.
And then we follow him to the hells.
The diva unleashes one of her more powerful magics, for these fiends are dangerous.
That is divine wrath.
Yes, and
Oh
you're
god,
making
she's
this.
casting Wrath of God.
Unfortunately, you're making this very complicated for everyone by being evil, Martha.
Oh no. What happens?
Well, this guy gets fucking blasted. His armor class is so shit as a result of being sickened and just scared out of his ass. And then he gets it's not a critical fail, which is the fun one. And he takes damage. And then he takes more damage because he's weak to good. Extra 5. Essentially, you just watch this guy get completely ass blasted by
Oh,
this
no.
massive.
Wait, what alignment did she choose?
Well, she didn't shoot it on you. You were outside of the range.
Okay. Whew.
I would have told you. Don't worry.
I thought that's what you were saying when you were saying I'm making it difficult.
He
Yeah,
steps
'cause
back.
The enemies are close, or you were close.
Crucius, you don't have dark vision, do you?
I don't.
He hides in the shadows, and then his spear swoops from the darkness at you, dealing a critical hit with sneak. Double sneak, baby.
Well, I'm dying.
Do not fear. You have an angel who can probably put a band-aid on that boo-boo. Crucius, can you... Oh, wait, no, your initiative shifts. Let me just take care of that for you. 21.6. Martha, it's your turn. You're in the darkness, and your weapon is loaded, you think. You hope that was a full cartridge.
Alright, then I'm just gonna blindly, like
I mean,
know
you
where
know
I
how to
can-
walk out of the cloud, don't worry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk out of it because I don't know what's going on back there. I know noises, but then I'm gonna.
Now what? Do something, Martha.
Are you the one who hit my dog? Did you hit my
Considering
dog?
that he's probably still got, like, some blood on his... Yes. That's one. You've one action left. Unless you want to use it to make Shashka do bites.
Alright, I'll just actually take my second shot, and Shaska will just freely bite.
Cool.
So, bleh. Oh dang it, Shaska, be brave.
Okie dokie. Fortunately, he seems to be quite adept at using his variety of fighting tricks. He's going to pick up your fucking dog and huck him at you. However, in the process, he fucks it up real bad. I
He
think
breaks his bone back.
he falls on the ground, and I think Shashka just gets to bite him in the hand as he tries to do this.
Oh yay.
Go ahead and roll me an attack. Full BAB.
Full.
Yeah.
Uh,
Because he's trying to grab your dog. I don't think he gets much of it. Ah, my hand! Fuck! Then he ends up prone on the ground. He quickly gets back up again. and he gives you, Martha, a death glare. But he's not very imposing considering that he's wiggled on the ground for like 6 seconds. Delilah, you can still see this man who just killed your friend. What do you do?
I had to refresh, so my sheet's gone. Bringing it back. I'll just use a one action heal on Crucius just to get them back up.
Okay, I am undying.
That's a good place to be. You are, however, wounded 1. Don't forget that.
Yep, I added it.
And now you have 7 hit points, and you're back on your feet. Delilah, you still have 2 actions.
Yeah, fancy that. And then probably does that work? Oops, need to press that. I'll just, I guess, get out my blight bomb that I have, and then just
Huck it at him.
that's one action, and then huck it at him.
Are they immune? I remember that they used to be immune to poison, but I guess that's no longer the case for shits and giggles. Oh, fuck, that hits him hard.
Mhm.
Oh, that's got a sting. He's
Spash.
kaboom as it goes. I think it would be best to do this. The Deva conjures up divine magics and throws it upon Crucius. That is 48 plus an extra 32. So that is 43 for Crucius.
So 40 healing up to total.
Then she gets up behind him just to provide like some flanking to distract him so that Crucius gets a better attack swing. If they want to. You are blinded in that big cloud. Know what? I think they've got something for this. Yep. There we go. Okay, I just gotta roll counteract modifier plus 19. Counteract level 4. What's your spell stuff? Okay, DC 22. Hello? Oh, shut up. Just do the thing, alright? No, not 2d20, just 1d20. Plus 14. The darkness vanishes as the angel calls upon divine aid. This makes things
Yay.
easier for Crucius. There you go.
Crucius, who is very unhappy.
As you be.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it's your turn. Go.
First, Smite Evil.
Getting real comfortable. Hit. By 2. That's that. Your good is 4 or is it 6? Because I know it upgrades to 6 sometimes.
It's 6 if you're a master with the weapon.
So it's 4 plus 5, so it's 9. Again, the goodness sears it. However, it reveals a trick it has up its sleeve. Reactive slime!
Oh no.
It has
Gross.
alien blood. You must attempt DC 24 reflex save. Please do so now.
Save now.
Ooh. Well, you take 10 acid as its blood's all over you. I love that it can just fucking break your weapon. That's great. Some acid splashes on your face. Sploosh. It is, however, very much aware of the fact that it's not in a great position, so it's gonna move back a bit. It's kind of scurry along. Take a swing at the diva on the way out. Ready itself for one of those teleportations. The diva has an AC of 30. Doesn't give a shit. You don't become an abbot by being a loser. That goes away. Martha, what do you do?
First,
Puppo
I'm gonna
heal.
take 2 actions for heal companion.
Doggo, be healthy.
It
Don't
does
forget that this one automatically increases in level.
heal. Yeah,
So it
So-
should do an extra...
16.
No, it's an extra 8 per level, which it should be like 2 levels high, 3 levels. So that'll be 24. So that'd be 43 or 33.
Ooh, big heals.
Yeah, that'd be 43. So yeah, big heals.
So 43 plus 11 is 54.
All right. What does your Shashka do? You have 1 action left. Shashka has 1 action by definition.
So Martha is gonna. Well, first I'm gonna unmark Shaska. So
There we
I don't
go.
wanna hit
Now
her.
aim and fire.
Schmack. You
Revenge.
hit my dog.
Hit my dog. Shashka. Little pupper gets him. Hanging on to his hand, biting him. Ah! Ugh. About once where it
That's all I do.
tries to kick this dog away. It's coming for you, Martha. He's coming for you. Actually, he's just gonna come for you. He takes a step, grievous strike, raises a spear over his hand, and goes for one of those overhead strikes. And
Nope.
instead, breaks apart part of the wall with his impact. Delilah, what do you do?
I'm just gonna run over and participate in this fight.
He's almost dead, so you might kick his ass.
I'll just, I guess, drain life him.
Nice. Still hits him for half. As little as that really does.
Follow up with a stab.
Wait, what?
Nope.
God
oh, no, I moved.
dang, there's many
Yeah.
crits today. Curtius,
It's one action, so yeah.
what do you do?
Well, he still has my Smite Evil on him
Yeah!
Just
because
as
he attacked an ally.
That's a hit. And thanks to your smitey goodness, the creature bleeds on the ground, the acid fizzling against the stones. You have one action left.
I'm a move
You can move between Martha and the guy, yes.
to get up here.
Martha, your
That
friend
way I can
protects you.
cover.
The Babao is going to cut his losses soon, by the looks of it. Although he probably is going to do something to you, because you're mean. Do something, Martha, quick!
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just in the way defending you now.
Then... Bleh.
Hits by nothing, so go ahead, shoot him. You met his number. Ow! Your little
Shasta.
pinpricks won't kill me. And Shashka goes in for the butt. Nope.
Oh. Shasta, try. Then I will take my next 2 attacks.
Go ahead.
That
Hits.
hits.
Dang, that's a good shot. That's a really good shot!
Your
Last
pinprick
attack.
one right in the face.
Oh wait, no, I have to take my last turn to start reloading.
Like at the base of his horn, so it digs in a bit deeper than it otherwise would. Ooh.
I'm gonna start reloading, but I'm gonna move over here because of run and reload.
Unfortunately, he can still hit you with his reach weapon. Yeah, it specifically mentions that reach diagonals are polite about it. So yes, he'll try to get you with his grievous strike, and then he's going to start blowing off retreat.
Alright.
I'm a retributive strike. Defend that. Probably a good thing. So that's only 19 damage, Bella.
So
19 damage, and you're going for the strike. Go ahead, show us the goods. Also, you take 6 less damage because he rolled a 6 on that evil. For some reason, evil
Okay.
is indicated by a little crow, which is hilarious to me. Alright, you crit him. If I recall correctly, this inflicts persistent good damage, doesn't it?
I think it does.
You're at that point where it does that. Okay, cool. Alright, well, you'll fuck him up real good. Let me just check out the causes. Paladin, Retributive Strike, Punishing Halo at level 9. Okay. Well, that sure hurts him. He's going to start schmoovin'. Delilah. There's only one dude left, and he's making his escape.
probably see him if I move over to here. Yeah. And then just gonna 2-action harm him.
That's just mean. Oh, that's just mean.
Didn't do nearly enough damage.
Yeah. But hey, the Deva moves over and tells Crucius that the sun is in their back. Strike while they are blinded. Or something like that.
Tis time to finish.
Hiya. Karate chop. Okay, yeah, that's a crit. Let him have it. You really should remember to smite good on things.
I want to have both my attacks.
Well, you're gonna need it. If you wouldn't, if you had to submit it, you're like, I know that, and
Nat 20.
like I wanna point out that while it's very cute multiple attacks, don't forget one very good single blow can do just as much work, which is something that I like about the system. Anyway, that's it. You've killed the demons, the fiends that came when you have tripped the alarm, magical in nature. The Diva holds her arms out and thanks you all for your help and effort. Since you were a little bit hurt, she does throw out like a 3-action version of this. So everyone in the room gets 15.
Except Delilah.
We can just assume that Delilah gets the heads up and then just runs away first.
Yeah, it
And
just
I
takes
will
me off.
now heal you all. Now.
Although to be fair, your stamina could soak all of that anyway, so
Yeah.
you could just stand there and smile, going like, "Yeah, great, got it."
Thanks, boss.
So why is there a blue bar? Oh wait, that's temporary hit points for Delilah.
You've
Yeah, it wears off after the fight.
the Deva can sense the evil mummy rot curse within you, Martha.
Ooh.
What the fuck? That's not how that works.
A low
I
roll.
would like to just roll an attack roll. Okay, it doesn't want to do that. D20 plus 20. It places its hand upon your shoulder, and you feel the curse and disease lift from your body.
Ooh.
It
I
is.
feel better. I didn't even know I was feeling bad.
No, it's a nice girl, Angel. She has remove curse, disease, fear, divine wrath. She can make food for you. This is the kind of person that's like, I will help you, kind soul.
Oh, speaking of, we need help with the guy down in the town. So
She will
Once
gladly
we got-
offer her services for this particular need.
yeah.
But
thanks.
I need to go because I got a call in like 5 seconds. So
Well, it's also 2 in the morning for Bella
yes.
and I, so,
Next
yeah.
time you can ask some questions of this Diva who might be able to fill in some details for you on who you're dealing with.
We also
Oh.
did it good.
Yay! Also, give yourself 600 experience points because you defeated the boss of the place and saved like the main objective. So hey,
Hooray.
if you clear this place out of all the baddies, you get the rest to level up.
Well, I mean, we probably intended on doing that to begin with.
If you
we
succeed at
gotta
that, you
do
would
it
have wiped
quick.
one. If you succeed at wiping this place out, you will have destroyed one of the factions. So hey, you deserve a level up for that.
And we won't even know what the faction is until after
We'll
we
know afterwards.
Wait, we've defeated Hitler? Who is he?
Who the hell is Hitler? Oh, he was killing all the Jews. The who?
Wait, you're talking about those? We thought those were like motels or something.
Yeah, he made these things called concentration camps. That's what that was?
We were wondering why everyone was getting free train rides. Man, being a time traveler is hard.
Much.
Could have sworn we were in the 1800s.
God, when are we?
And then someone goes, "It's not when." Oh shit! You said it right. God damn it! I want to be smarmy.
Haha.
The smarm is on the other face now.
Of course,
Okay.
there is gonna be the one thing for if we ever have a long, like, pre-ass kicking speech that Crucius gives. You know, she's gonna take her sword, hold it up, and do like the, sword draw thing in front of her, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be this one.
Gosh, I gotta go to the bathroom, all that stuff. So I'll see you guys next time when maybe some
Well,
things get revealed.
It's
Hopefully-
5 p.m. and I haven't slept. I should probably go to bed.
But
Ah.
goodbye,
Good.
goodbye, everyone.